Hello and welcome to Ad Age Remotely. I'm Jack Neff, editor-at-large of Ad Age. I'm here today with Guiv Baluch, the global vice president of L'Oreal's technology incubator. By the technical magic that is remote CES, he is in Paris, I'm in Cincinnati, and we're going to talk today about a couple of L'Oreal's very exciting innovations. But first of all, Guiv, I thought I would just start off just asking you a little bit about your background and your job at L'Oreal, what the technology incubator does.
Sure. Thanks a lot for having me. I'm very excited to be here. And so I have been at the company now for about 14 years. I'm in R&D, so I have been in the R&D team for since the beginning. And my background is in research and science. So I'm an academic. I have a PhD. And I've been running the technology team in R&D for about 9 years now, since 2012.
I wanted to ask about a couple of the products that we're working on today that you have been showing at virtual CES, and I did also want to remind folks keep the shout outs coming, and if you have any questions, please send them our way, and we will try to work them in later. But first of all, I wanted to start out just talking about the YSL Perso product, which I think of as a mass personalization lipstick machine, which is fascinating. And I'll just let you go from there. And if you have a video, feel free to cue it up.
Sure. Yeah. So this Perso is a product that we unveiled at CES last year. And just to give everyone a little bit of information as to how it works, for the past 9 years in our team, we've been really trying to build technologies that can bring new services through technology and beauty. So you'll see the way the device works is that you actually put cartridges, different colors of lipstick cartridges inside the device. You can look at trends using augmented reality in real time. You can look at trends that are created by others on the site, like you yourself, others, normal people. And it allows you to immediately see a trend and dispense the actual color and mix it at the top to get it right there. And so the other things we've added are abilities to match colors, like match the color of your bag or your clothes. And you can take the top part off and put enough color for a week. You can get AI-based recommendations based on your clothes, on your hair color. And you could even become an influencer and check over 5,000 shades with the different universes and make the product at the top. So the device is something that we really, have been pushing a lot for the past decade, which is this kind of merge between physical and digital technologies, but that really solve needs of people in this kind of future age of beauty, which is all about inclusivity. It's about mass personalization to a point where you don't need to buy, a tube of lipstick for every trend if you want to get access to it. And we're really excited. It's launching with Yves Saint Laurent, with YSL Beauty, which is one of our luxury portfolio brands in L'Oreal. And it's available for pre-order right now, and you will see the website there. And it's something we're quite excited about, and we think that it's going to hopefully create a lot more people trying to create social aspects of creating makeup, and give people a chance to be able to create shades, get the right colors on demand, and to have unlimited options, but with also some recommendations that are based on real science and real quality information.
Walk me through how this works. I mean, if you see a lipstick shade on an influencer in a video, do they have to send you a code? Do you just take a picture? How do you get that from there to putting it on your lips?
Good question. Yeah, so there are, so basically how we created it is we have curated influencers from YSL that you can just click on them and you can see in real time the shades that they have, and the product that they have using augmented reality with our technology called Modiface. And that then, as soon as you look and you see if you like it, you just click dispense, and it dispenses the right amount of each cartridge in the actual machine, and you mix at the top. So this is the first way. To create a shade, there's a little tutorial, and you end up creating a shade yourself based on either recommendations or that color wheel you saw at the end of the video. And that allows you then to save it onto the platform. You can save it, you can send it to friends, you can keep it for yourself. But if you want to put it into our social site, you can submit it, and you would have the same type of thing with a picture of the shade, and someone else could try your shade, and maybe it could go viral with someone else in the community. So it's a lot about kind of the combination of individuality but with community. And I think that the combination of these technologies allows that.
So tell me some about how the economics of this will work for folks. How much do you have to pay for all this? It seems like it would be pretty expensive.
Well, so there are two aspects to it. The device itself, the actual device, will cost $299 at the beta launch, which is the spring launch right now, and then there are the cartridges, and the cartridges are the same price, actually a tad less than the same volume of lipstick that you would get from a normal liquid lipstick in the same brand. So we didn't charge a premium on that. And in fact, once you have the device, you can interchange cartridges and get more cartridges as much as you want. But the 3 cartridges, if used every day, will last a number of months, like at least 3 to 4 months minimum. So first, you don't have to buy a whole tube and only use it a few times when it comes to a color. So for those people that have a lot that are unused on their shelf, it's also a way to be able to maximize. The cost of the actual cartridges of lipstick are not more than what the brand charges. And of course, it's a luxury brand for the first launch. In the future, if we cascade that to other brands, they will also be at the same price point for the same volume when it comes to the cartridges.
You touched on this some, and I don't know how much you've been able to get into it during kind of the development phase, but what's your sense of how social this will be, how to the degree to which people will share shades that they've come up with, and that will drive sales?
Well, I think that I've been doing this now almost a decade, and one of the things that I've learned over these 10 years is the importance of course, I'm in R&D, so I believe very much in the importance of quality of data and making sure that things work. But beyond that is at the very beginning, we want to do things that consumers will enjoy and will want to engage with every day. And I think the social aspect of Rouge sur Mesure, powered by Perso, so the name of YSL is Rouge sur Mesure, but this Perso technology is the ability for people to show the world or show their friends or their family the shades that they believe are the best for them and for others. And when you look at how people shop today and how people look at how the experiences of buying products in general, you see more and more of the social aspects of that. So our hope would be that we provide delightful and magical technology that will engage people daily on the social part, and get people to try shades they would never try because they don't need to buy a whole tube to do it. Get people to share, and it's all in the hands of people. So if you want to share, you can. If you don't, you keep it for yourself, and you can use some of the other AI-based recommendations we have, like matching your nail polish every day or your bag, or getting complementary palettes of colors. So we hope we put enough technology into the system, but that can help people on a daily basis engage and keep using it.
One of the really fascinating aspects is the idea of finding a color somewhere, be it a handbag or a flower or something in nature that you like, and just trying to put it on your lips. And I was wondering how difficult it has been to manage the technology around this with all the various phones and systems that you're working with.
It's a good question because actually, you know, I mentioned, as you said at the beginning, the importance of the R&D aspect of what we do, the R&I aspect, and that comes to making sure that what you see is what you get, which is essentially what you're saying. To answer your question, I have to kind of go to the beginning of our journey, because when we started this team, we did a lot of work around, augmented reality, and now it's our digital teams that have taken it over and made it huge in the company. And we had to run tests to make sure what you saw digitally was the same as what you would see physically. And to do that, you have to actually apply the product on people. It's not like Home Depot and paint where you have a wall or a canvas. This is you have to try on people from very light to very dark skin tones. You have to make sure that it's calibrated. And we had rooms that were complete, dark rooms with lights and different phones and cameras at the beginning to be able to ensure that the quality of the data was very high. So this was for the augmented reality. Then to answer your question about things like color algorithms, we've launched projects the past 8 years, like a skin tone foundation mixer at the point of sale called Le Temps Particulier with Lancome. And when we did that, we spent a lot of investment on understanding how to do color measurements accurately. And that helped us kind of shape being able to know the challenges we'd have to face with this project, because this product has so many different technologies all in one. And so to do what you just said, what you mentioned, we had to make sure we calibrated for the light and lighting conditions, and that there was an appropriate amount of annotated data, so that when we could, actually measure things in different conditions and cameras, that it was close enough that the perceivable eye couldn't tell much of a difference. So it took a while. I won't lie. It took at least 12 to 18 months, even after almost 10 years of this kind of work that my team has done.
Now, Perso is a technology platform that goes beyond lipstick potentially, and you're also doing some work in foundation. Tell me a little bit about that and the challenges there compared to developing this for lipstick.
Well, we have a skincare version, and the skincare version can eventually also dose foundation as well. But at the beginning, just with the skincare version, which we will do a beta launch of that probably end of the year, about a year after. The way that we see that project is more like a smart relationship between data and understanding the progression of products to use on your skin. And to do that, what we've developed is we have the same kind of system, but we have formulas that we have inside the machine that are skincare actives. And those formulas can kind of change daily based on the environment. And the reason why we chose the environment is because your environment is changing daily. You have changes in UV, in humidity, in pollen, allergens. So having a little bit of extra certain actives in your day-to-day life can help you essentially have a more evolving skincare routine. And so that's kind of what we're seeing with the skincare version. And of course, we'll have measurement imaging tools where you can see your pores and wrinkles and test to check how they're progressing. But that's something more like a skin diary for people to have on the side, so they can measure every day or measure once a year as they wish. But the daily changes with the device, we hope, will engage people. It's a different insight as lipstick. So lipstick is about the trends. It's about inclusivity. It's about trying to have the right shade for me. With skincare, it's about I'm walking to a new environment every day, even if it's slightly different. How do I modulate that, and how do I make sure that I can continuously evolve my skincare and have different actives that can continue to help my to get to meet to the goals that I want for skin. So it's going to take us a little longer on this one. We need another year for that one. So we're starting with the lipstick one.
It seems reasonable to do one area at a time, certainly per year.
Yeah.
News enough for 1 year. So
there you go.
I'd like to make some shout outs to some of our viewers: Kirsten, Javier, Marilyn, Richard, Monpreach, Jesse, Ryan, Bonnie. And once again, this is Jack Neff, editor at large at Ad Age. with Ad Age remotely here with Guiv Baluch, who's the Global Vice President of the L'Oreal Technology Incubator. And we've got a question here that rather than waiting for the end, I'm just going to ask it now because it's a nice segue to the second product we're going to be talking about. And the question is, as a company with global impact, how do you balance innovation with social responsibility?
That's a great question. I think it's a perfect segue into the next project. I think, but to answer more globally, I think when we do projects in my team, first we have to make sure that what we're doing is making a difference and can actually help the consumer get to where they want to go when it comes to their dreams and their ambitions for their beauty products. The second is we have to make sure we have the right values, and I think the values are very important, and it's actually at the core of what we do in our team. We have values of ensuring that that what we do is inclusive, meaning that we're able to test all of our algorithms from the range of diversity that's needed to get to everybody that's going to get the product. We have values of ensuring the performance, and by performance it means that we don't let anything go out unless we know it works. And then we have another value, which I think is a good way to answer this question, which is around sustainability. And I think, when I think about technology and I think about the potential that technology has for beauty, I get very excited, obviously, because I've been doing this job for a long time. And but at the same time, I think the beauty consumer is a consumer that has a constantly ambitious and evolving demand for what they want. And part of that comes to this idea that we have to make the world a better place, and we have to make sure that the resources that are coveted are used to the fullest. And so to do that, we made sustainability one of our core values. And from that, we actually just unveiled at the CES this year the newest announcement, our L'Oreal Water Saver project. It's a program that we've done with a company called Gioza, which is a Swiss company in water tech that has invented some really incredible technology on water. They've found a way to take water droplets and make them 10 times smaller. And you'll see in this video, and I'll show you and explain after, first the experience on how it works. We started with the salon because if you think at the salon, you have 3 to 4 kind of back bars back there that are constantly have water on. And you can see the system there has 3 little slots where you can put shampoos, conditioners, any hair treatments. You don't need to buy new products. And it flows through the water, and the droplets are colliding with each other and becoming smaller and also mixing with the product. And when you do that, what happens is that you're able to get a new, the person in the salon, you're able to personalize the products. But at the same time, you're saving 80% of the water. And the salon can see within 1 month, 1 week, how much water they're saving. They can see their supply, how much is left. And we're also obviously developing this for at home, and you'll see the at home version will be something you can connect to an app, and it can give you information about how much water you're saving for your community. And why we are really excited about this project is because, yes, it is about sustainability, but we didn't want to develop a product that that would anyway compromise the consumer experience. We wanted to develop a product that could do something new, and that the sustainability would be the secondary part for people that are in the chair at the salon, or people that are the stylists, but in the background save water for the planet. So with this kind of tech, we're now able, thanks to this partnership with this company, Gioza, we're able to now provide what we believe is a new way to wash hair, and that can coat hair better, can easily be dried and combed, but also provide some personalization and still save 80% of the water in the background. So we hope that this will be something we can get to as many salons as possible.
And the potential impact on water usage here is huge. I think the number that I saw was 1 billion gallons of water saved annually if you could get to 10,000 salons, which is a realistic number.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we have millions. There are millions of salons worldwide in general. If we can get just to 10,000 salons, we can get up to 1 billion gallons of water savings per year. On top of that, we're able to provide something new. And one of the great aspects of the technology that was developed is that because the water droplet is so small, all the things that come with water saving technologies, which sometimes you feel are low flow or don't rinse the product out as well, are all solved because the droplets are going at the same speed, if not faster, than the larger water droplets are. So you're able to get the same experience in terms of those kinds of things like flow and speed, but still save. It's almost like you're really using every droplet of water to its fullest, both for mixing with formulas, but also for using onto the hair.
In terms of the salons, how does the business model work? They will pay for this, but it sounds like conceivably it pays for itself because of the savings in water and heating the water, correct?
Yeah, so exactly. I mean, for now, we're working with some salons hand in hand. It's a Dop Top salon and a Cutler salon in New York today. We're partnering with them, and for the first few, we're going to give them for free and work with the experts, our stylists, to learn and to understand. But soon we will come out with a pricing, but the pricing will be very achievable for a salon owner, because the reality is that within a number of months, just on the water and electricity bill, we feel you will pay your investment and then start saving. So in the end, you will save significant money from this type of technology. So it won't.
Well, I think we've lost Guive here for a bit. We're gonna
Can you
give this
hear
a little
me?
bit of time. We're getting him. Okay, we're getting him back now. Okay, yes,
Okay, sorry about that. Must be
that's okay.
something about the streaming. Sorry about
That's
that.
okay.
Okay.
You're coming back, so
Okay.
feel free to go on. You, sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So no, just to say that, just in case nobody, people didn't hear that. So just to say that, just from a few months, you would pay back your investment as a salon based on electricity and heat savings and water savings. So this is something that we believe will be a money saver.
Okay. Unfortunately, I think we lost Guive's feed here, so my apologies there. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time to see if it comes back, but okay, we're back again.
Okay. Sorry.
Guive,
Can you hear me now?
that's okay. Yes, yes, we can.
Okay. Okay, just to say that it should be achievable and a money saver, not anything that costs a lot of money to do. Because in the end, you will save on your electricity bill and your heating bill. So it should be very achievable for salons.
And you mentioned this earlier. There is, besides being a sustainability play, this is a mass personalization play, in as much as you can attach essentially any shampoo, conditioner, and treatment to the three slots that go through the sink. Correct?
Correct. Yes. So we wanted to develop a technology which wasn't just about sustainability, but also could provide something new and different. So you can mix shampoos, conditioners, oils, fragrances. You can mix everything in the machine and provide something that's really new to people. And I think in the end, we have to understand that, this really means that people, they want to do good. We want people to have technologies that do good for the world and for the environment, but we should not compromise how we give people experiences when it comes to technology. So it has to provide something different and new. So I think that personalization piece that we've been, trying to, as humbly as we can, learn over the past decade with many different launches, and the great formulas that we can have access to with being the largest beauty company in the world, helps us to achieve something that's not just a water saver, but also a new way to wash the hair and to treat the hair.
Well, very good. Since we are having some streaming issues, I think I am going to wrap up a little bit early. I want to thank all of our viewers and the questions. I'm not going to get to some of those questions, unfortunately, because I'm just not sure we're going to get back and forth here. But I did once again want to thank Guy Baluch, who's Vice President of the L'Oreal Technology Incubator, for sharing some of these very interesting products. And this is, once again, Jack Neff, Editor-at-Large at Ad Age, thanking all of you for watching.
Thank you so much for having me, Jack. Thank you, and sorry for the streaming issues.